Well, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. We are here.
El Latin Trio llegó, el Latin Trio llegó y llegó, ay llegó pa' quedarnos en la memoria de tanta gente tan linda que alguna vez conocimos por aquí en Costa Rica. Ay, el Latin Trio llegó, el Latin Trio llegó y llegó, ay llegó pa' gozar. El Latin Trio llegó, el Latin Trio llegó y llegó, ay llegó pa' quedar. Llegamos a una fiesta pa' cantarles con cariño. Vi una chica que decía, qué lindos son los de Latin Trio. Ay, que hablar. El Latin Trio llegó, el Latin Trio llegó y llegó, ay llegó pa' gozar. Miren qué sabroso, aquí cantamos con amor, la música latina. Latin Trio ya llegó, Latin Trio pura vida, Latin Trio qué sabor. Miren el flaco como baila, hasta el sombrero ya botó. Bótalo, 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 bótalo. Esta es otra historia, cumbia del cariño, el barrio, la loca y el jabón. Oh, 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 oh. Esta es otra historia que con canciones se escribió, nacidas en Costa Rica. El Latin Trio ya llegó, comenzamos suavecito y ya crecimos un montón con la cumbia del cariño, del barrio, la lonca y el jabón. Oh, 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 oh. El Latin Trio llegó, el Latin Trio llegó y llegó, ay llegó. El Latin Trio ya llegó, comenzamos suavecito y ya crecimos un montón con la cumbia del cariño, del barrio, la lonca y el jabón. Oh, 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 oh. El Latin Trio llegó, el Latin Trio llegó y llegó, ay llegó a gozar. Ay, el Latin Trio llegó, el Latin Trio llegó y llegó, ay llegó a quedar.
It's the Latin Trio. We love to have the Latin Trio. Okay, we should be starting pretty soon. And we have 22 more seconds. 21, 20. Say hello over here.
Muévelo, a ti te gusta moverlo y muévelo. A mí me encanta que lo muevas. Muévelo, yo sé te gusta moverlo y muévelo, muévelo. Oh, rascal. Oh, bambacla. Oh, rascal.
Hey, hello everybody, and welcome to this glorious day. I mean, I think this week has been so crazy. Starting with, oh, who's there? Silvana. Hola, Silvana. ¿Cómo está? Qué gusto verte. Vamos a ver, Silvanita. A saludar ahí. ¿Cómo te va? ¿Cómo te va? Qué gusto verte también, Silvana. Bueno, esta semana, this week has been so crazy, starting with Halloween, I guess, and then, of course, the elections and the process of the counting of the votes. I mean, I guess the U.S. has been always, the star, those stars in that flag really mean exactly that. There's always something different. There are crazy people, but even whether we like them or don't like them, the U.S. has always stand out. And I think today democracy prevailed. And today there's a new president. So whether you are a Republican or a Democrat, there's a new change. There's a new president to come in. Out with the old, in with the new. What else can we do? Hey, cuando salió como en rima y de todo. Bueno, pues vamos a hablar un poquito también de los huracanes, porque aunque andábamos allá por las Europas, como andábamos allá por Houston, aquí en Costa Rica fue bastante grave. It was really, really, I think October has always been a month where raining and flooding is terrible, but this time it's because of that hurricane. I mean, we don't get, I can only remember about 3 or 4 hurricanes in my lifetime that have reached this close to us. And unfortunately, this time to Nicaragua, just like it happened, I believe was 20 years ago when that was, and I'm going to make it real fast because I know I have a small introduction, but it was about 20 years ago. And Costa Rica, we were evacuating everybody from Limon because it was certain it was going to hit. And here's where praying is such a good thing and does so well. And for those who don't believe, I remember they did la hora de oración, había una hora de oración, la hora de, no me acuerdo, pero the whole country started praying, and there was this praying everywhere and praying, let's just pray. And even though we knew it was going to hit, we were just praying so it wouldn't be that bad. And guess what? That night, it just stopped and stopped and stopped. And the next morning, it went directly into blue fields in Nicaragua, which was terrible. It was devastating because they were not expecting that. But that's just my little lesson and testimonial on praying and how praying really works. Okay, just trust me. If you don't believe, do it just for the heck of it. Just to say, I'm going to prove it doesn't work. It does work. So praying to the big man over there is a good thing, and it does work. Anyway, we have somebody else here, and that is Miss Schulte. Actually, Miss Schulte, I would love to have you on the show. We need to talk. We've been talking so much, and now we have this amazing, amazing day where we're celebrating, and that's what I was saying, that, it was Halloween, then the election day, then the hurricane, then the counting of the votes, the slow counting of the, what was it with Nevada? I mean, what was that? But finally today, even here, it's such a beautiful day. It's sunny. It's a little cloudy, but it's nice and sunny. Like the rain went away, and it's just a great day for America, a great day for the United States of America, because it's out with the old, in with the new. It's what it is, right? Anyway, Shayla, qué bueno, go Biden. Yes, go Biden. Let's put that in one more time. And Luisito, ¿cómo está mi amigo Luis Redondo? ¿A dónde estás ahorita? Cuéntanos. Mil bendiciones, amiguísimo mío también. Hoy vamos a tener entonces en el show, vamos a hablar un poquito, vamos a ver si nuestra amiga Victoria se comunica con nosotros, porque ella es de la compañía Kombucha Gusto, and what they make is kombucha. Kombucha is what we used to call el hongo chino, la que le decíamos, no sé, pero se supone que esta bebida fermentada, this fermented beverage, is very good for your immune system and for your digestive system, and it's amazing, and you can make it at home. And Victoria she started with this a few years ago. She's doing very well, and now she's in San Jose, apparently on another TV show, so she's dissing us. So maybe she'll be on the show, maybe not, but we'll see. Also, Zoe will bring us today some samosas. In Spanish, we'll call them like empanadas. No, they're samosas. It's a delicious Indian dish, all plant-based, as you know. And happy birthday to Miss Zoe and her brother Kai. Miss Zoe is was 16 like 2 days ago, so we need to find a way to celebrate her sweet 16, because she really is a sweet 16-year-old, wonderful girl. And so is her brother, Mr. Kai, who is now an adult. 18-year-old adult. And yes, they happen to be my nephews, so I love them very much and I brag a lot about them. So anyway, somebody else is here. No, that's it. That's it for now. But anyway, let me go to some info and we'll be right back. Hey, it's me again. Anyway, as I was saying, it's going to be a great show. We had such an amazing day waking up with a new president. And I must say, whether you are a Republican or a Democrat, this is a good day for America. It's a good day because democracy has shown that good things are about to happen. And if I must say, I think half of the United States wanted the other guy to be the president, and that's important. I mean, he did a lot. I think that for that many people, and you'd have to see, well, what kind of people, but anyway, for that many people to think that they wanted him to continue, it's not a bad thing. It's just that, in my opinion, and may I say, this is just me saying, there were two things where he really, where he lacked. Dealing with COVID, that was just, and if at least he would have realized, okay, I've done something wrong, or we're not doing things the proper way, and just, okay, let's change and do something else. That never happened. And also, there was the unfortunate events of all the racism that were so blatantly real, and it seemed as if people were okay with it, and it was like the norm to do wrong. It was okay. So that's just not America. And maybe it is, but it's not the one that we know, the one that we recognize, the one that we believe in. And I'm not trying to say that the United States of America is a better country than any other country, because I am so proud to be a Costa Rican. But you sometimes, when you are a public figure, when you do so many things that people look up to you, and you have that recognition, it is important for you to show the right thing, do the right thing, because you know some people are going to follow you, and some people who do not have their own way of thinking, and they will do things wrong, and they will only follow what they see, what they think is okay. So when you are in a position of power, in a position of leadership in a community, it is important to do the right thing, at least what you think to be the right thing, okay? But sometimes you know you're doing the wrong thing and you're still doing it, and that's wrong. So that doesn't mean that Biden's going to be the best president. Maybe he won't be. We don't know. And this is not about politics. This is just that the United States needed a change, and hopefully this change will be what we're looking for. And it is a good day. It's a happy day. Everything is fantastic. So anyway, let's continue with the show. Yes, we have to talk about it because, you know, it's what's going on. This is what's happening today. Go Biden. Mr. Joseph R. Biden is the 46th elect president of the United States as of today. And not only that, we also need to talk about the vice president-elect, who is the first woman to become a vice president and the first Black woman in office, at least as a vice president. So there's a lot to celebrate. This means a lot to the world, not just to the United States, because, you know, they're very influential, as we all know. So let's go to, I don't know something I have here, but let's see what it is.
And the main road to Nosara is basically in a big river.
desbordándose por todos lados, metiéndose a las casas y de todo aquí. Full agua, full agua.
We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win this election.
Mírala, se ve pequeñita, pero carga 7 veces su peso. Y esta parece insignificante, ¿no? Pero sin ellas se frena la cadena que alimenta al mundo. Pequeño no significa que no sea grande. Despertarse temprano para abrir tu negocio en medio de una pandemia no es algo pequeño. O hacer horas extras para que alcances a llegar antes de cerrar. Son accionistas, presidentes, gerentes de compras, contadores y ahora, más que nunca, gerentes de limpieza. No tienen departamento de recursos humanos porque son pequeños. No lo necesitan porque son gigantes. Nunca tuvieron servicio a domicilio, pero para la abuela sí. Se acuerdan de los nombres y equipos de fútbol de todo el barrio, porque claro, tienen memoria de gigante. Mira si lo son. Muchos te conocen desde antes de nacer. Los llaman pequeños comerciantes, aunque todos sabemos que son gigantes. Hoy, sé grande como ellos. Apóyalos. Seguí yendo donde María, a donde Carmen, a donde José. Al negocio más cercano que tengas. Es lo más parecido a quedarse en casa cuando tenés que salir a comprar. Porque separados, todos somos pequeños, pero juntos somos gigantes.
Autocuidado es saber que vamos a pasar esto juntos. Por eso en Automercado buscamos beneficiar a cientos de familias que se han visto afectadas por la emergencia del COVID-19 en las zonas de influencia cercanas a nuestros supermercados en el país. Donaremos al menos 2.000 paquetes solidarios que cubren las necesidades básicas de alimentación e higiene para apoyar a los hogares afectados por el COVID-19 de nuestras comunidades. Es tiempo de ayudar a quien más lo necesita.
So, look at this. Hey, how do you like that? I'm so happy. I'm so happy for the United States of America because today we have proven that democracy is important. And as a Costa Rican, where we understand, like we feel like we created the electoral process because we have such a great, and when I say great, I mean such a untainted, if that's a word, process that we all know that every vote counts and that once those votes are counted, it's over. It's like, okay, let's start anew. Let's just start with a fresh feeling, a fresh hope that things are gonna be fine, that everything is gonna be okay. So, hooray for the U.S. And now let's talk a little bit with. Let's talk a little bit about samosas because Zoe has a birthday girl has for us some delicious samosas, which it is an Indian dish, but like she says it on her segment, they're like empanadas, if you'd like to describe them anyway. So here she is.
Hello and welcome back to Zoe's Plant-Based Kitchen. Today we're going to be making Indian samosas. Samosas is an Indian dish which is kind of like an empanada, whereas it's a pastry and then inside of it has potatoes and peas and spices. It's so good and I love to make it, and it's one of my favorite things to eat. So let's get started. So first thing you want to do is start with a hot pan. I heated mine up with some olive oil in it, and then you just want to add your onions first. I did about half a cup of onions, diced onions. You just want to add them onto the hot skillet. I'm just going to move them around, and you're just going to want them to cook just for a little bit until you can smell the nice onion smell. Just want to let that, and then we're going to add some potatoes. I mashed my potatoes just a little bit, so there's still some potato chunks for the filling. I'm just going to add this in. Just like that. I did about 3 medium-sized potatoes for this recipe. And I just like to mix it around like this and just combine them with the onions. Okay, and after you add the potatoes, I'm going to add about 1/3 cup of some peas into the mixture. Gonna mix it around just like that. Okay, and now as it's cooking, for the spices for this dish, I'm using curry powder. Now I'm doing about a tablespoon of curry powder. I'm just gonna mix this in right here. And I'm doing 1/4 teaspoon chili powder, but do as much spice as you need. I like mine a little bit spicy, so I'm doing 1/4 of a teaspoon. But if you don't want it that spicy, you don't have to add it, or you can add a little pinch, but I'm just doing 1/4 a teaspoon. And of course, some salt for taste. Oh, mine's not coming out. There we go. And then you're just gonna mix it all together. And once it's fully combined, you don't have to let it cook for that long. I like to let it cook for about a minute or so, very quick. Just make sure it's all mixed together in the pan and that the curry and all the spices get everywhere. Okay, so now that the filling's done, let's get on to making the samosa. Okay, so now that we finished making our filling, it's time to assemble this samosa. So first, I'm going to have some dough. What I'm using today is a spring roll dough. I just like using it because it's easier. I don't have to make any dough, it's already pre-made. And it's just perfect to get the nice crispy outside for this samosa. So we have the samosa dough. And then we're going to take some of the filling. I like getting a huge spoonful, like this. And then I'm just going to fold it into a triangle. So I'm just going to fold one side over like that. Then I have this flour and water mixture. I just mix a little bit of flour and a little bit of water together. I just made this mixture. It's going to act as my glue. Just going to take the edges like this. Just smear it on these corners, just like that. Really quick and simple. And then I'm going to take the other corner, fold it over, and make sure it presses onto the other side. Then I'm just going to take the edge and close the samosa, turn it over, and for the edges, I'm just going to put a little more of the glue at the end, like that. I'm just going to fold one side, make sure to seal it, and the other side. And lastly, I just want to take this corner right here. I'm just going to pinch it just to make sure it is completely closed, so when I fry it, it doesn't fall apart. And there you go, you have your samosa. Okay, so now for the last and final step, we're just gonna fry the samosas. So I have a hot pan with some oil in it. I did about 1 inch of oil in the pan so they can fry evenly on each side. I'm just gonna take my samosa, I'm gonna take this one, I'm gonna drop it in the oil, and then we're just gonna fry them on each side. And then once you're done, just grab it, just like that. Let's put it on the plate. Now all you have to do is plate it. Okay, so there you go. Here are your Indian samosas. For the sauce, I did a cilantro sauce, but you can do any sauce you like. I've tried chimichurri or tamarind sauce with these samosas and it tasted amazing. So just choose whatever sauce you think will go with the dish and have fun. I hope you enjoyed watching Zoe's Plant-Based Kitchen, and I hope you make the Indian samosas. Thank you and bye.
Isn't she amazing? She definitely is. Anyway, I hope also that you did enjoy them. And I want to mention Victoria has contacted us, and but she's not here yet. But in the meantime, let's talk a little bit. Okay, I'm going to take this off so you guys can hear me well. I'm here by myself, so I don't need to have the mask. And speaking of that, speaking of COVID, the important thing now is here in Cocoa, at least, or the whole country, we continue to have numbers in the thousands. I guess we like that number, 1,000 this, 1,002. That is still way too many people. But what that indicates is that COVID is here to stay, so we need to try to, do our things in our own way. Okay, I see that somebody's trying to, oh no, that was Alonso, but not on the show. Anyway, COVID is really here to stay, and it's not going anywhere. We need to somehow live with it, and living with it is simple. It means keeping our bubbles. It means washing our hands, keeping our distance, wearing our masks. I mean, we keep learning things. At the beginning, the masks were not important. We kept saying, oh no, don't wear the mask because we need them for the frontliners, and they're not enough. Now there's way too many masks. We understand now that the masks need to have at least 3 capas, 3 layers, in order for them to protect us. And all you have to remember is the reason you wear the mask is to protect the other person. So if the other person is not wearing a mask, guess who's at risk? So remember, when you use it, you're not really protecting yourself, you're protecting the other people. So let's just do the same, wear our masks, wash our hands, keep our distance. And to do that, I want to show you, we went to the beach and we tried to go to a secluded beach, trying to be like all, I think our guest is here. So if she is, let's see, it says guest is in room. And that is Victoria, yay! But I don't see her. Let's see, Victoria, I have no image of you. I need you, first you need to remove you're muted. I don't know if you can see us. Oh, there you go. Okay, let me try to put you in here and see if we can do this. Ta-da! And where is Victoria? Where are you? I don't see you. Oh, I think I missed you. There you are. Hi! Can you hear me? I think your internet is a little bit too slow or something. You are frozen now. Okay, well, we fixed this, and you need to unmute yourself. If you can hear me, you need to take the mute off. And hopefully we'll get to talk to Victoria, because as I mentioned, Victoria is the owner and creator of Con Mucho Gusto. And Con Mucho Gusto is a company that not only produces but also teaches you how to make your own kombucha. And if you don't know what that is, hopefully she's going to explain to us, because in these times it's a great way to maintain our immune system, to protect our digestive system, etc., etc. So in the meantime, let's talk, as I was telling you, about going to the beach during Corona time. We tried to go to this secluded place and tried to do it like all nice and respectful of all the protocols. So we went to this secluded area, which was at the end quite an adventure, because if you don't, that's part of the Pura Vida style of Costa Rica. So here you go. This is just like, well, you know, you could sell it as a tour. It's, let's see if you get to the beach. Okay, there's a big tronco here, but here we go. Whoa. And then on the other side, you know, wrong step, you go down the guindo.
Casi que llego, chiquillas, casi que llego. Ay, Dios mío, esto está peligrosísimo.
So here we are on our way up with wearing flip-flops, and it's raining. It is raining, and this hill is not a good thing. Let me show you. Costa Rica beaches, they are so much fun, aren't they? Yes, they are. Look at me. I'm having fun, lots of fun. This is so much fun. Wasn't that fun, guys? Jesus Christ.
You picked it up?
And yes, that was, oops, here I am. That was our experience at the beach on a Saturday during COVID time, trying to keep all protocols and trying to do things right. Because some beaches, if you go to Playa Hermosa, for example, it's crowded, like crowded. And some people are not doing the right thing. Carrillo, which is the area or the, what is it called? A district. Our district is Sardinan, and then our county is Carrillo. Carrillo had this week the first time when we had 35 cases in one day. And that's a lot for a small county like ours. Is that like the repercussions of Halloween? Because even though I was in San Jose, I saw some, I wouldn't say awesome, but more like scary parties that happened, and they were not good. I mean, so hopefully the rise in the cases, and there is Victoria. Let's see if we can get her in again. Let's see, Victoria. Da, da, da. Let's try. There you are. Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Excellent. How are you, Victoria? It's so great to have you on the show. Yay!
Thank you so much.
So
It's such an honor to be here.
I was introducing you and I was saying, oh, well, Victoria is the owner and the entrepreneur of Kombucha Gusto. And she not only produces this delicious kombucha, but she also teaches people to do it themselves. There you go. And then we have all kinds of flavors, right? So you tell us a little more of what is this kombucha? What is this beverage that is fermented and what does it do? There, I can see it. Yep.
I wanted to show you the possibilities of the flavors. And inside here, we have a beautiful example of sacred holy basil, tulsi.
Sacred and holy. Wow. Amazing.
Everything.
But explain to us a little bit, what is kombucha? Why is kombucha so important for our bodies, for our systems?
So kombucha is basically a beautiful representation of something that is very ancestral, and that is what to do with fermentation and creating the live bacteria that is crucial and very beneficial for our digestive system and for overall body well-being and function. It's very crucial and to create and also work and eat and drink different kind of fermented foods and drinks. And kombucha is one of the better and more known, beautiful examples of this sacred fermented drink.
During these times of COVID, I guess this bacteria, what it does is good bacteria, but what it does is it's going to protect our immune system also, right?
Exactly. So as a ferment, it is offering billions and billions live probiotic good bacteria that is very beneficial in order to proper mineral and vitamin assimilation to our body. It is basically bringing the strength and protection for the whole immunity, and also therefore strengthening the whole body's well-being, different kind of organs and systems, starting from liver, digestive system, cardiovascular,
exactly.
And of course, all the way to mental and emotional body.
Especially during these times, it's quite an amazing. Now, if we wanted to get some kombucha from you, or if we wanted to learn how to do it so we could do it at home, how do we get in touch with you? How do we do that?
It will be a pleasure to share this this ancestral wisdom. And really, that's one of the most and biggest purposes, is to share that people created at home themselves, because it is nothing in comparison. And I am releasing very soon to Kama live a beautiful video, which is around 30 minutes long, and a basic of how to make kombucha at home. That will be available for purchase. And also very, very happy to share this wisdom through WhatsApp video calls, and also Zoom events, Zoom workshops that are all can be found on our Facebook and Instagram pages.
And what is the name of your Facebook and Instagram?
Con mucho gusto.
Yay! Of course, of course. And I understand you're now in San Jose, right? And you are
Yes.
actually doing another workshop or working with a quite intriguing and fascinating guy. I was able to watch on the website. It's the other side of Noam. Or what is the name?
El mundo de Noam.
De Noam, yes. And at some point, I wish that we do get him on our show also, because he seems so intriguing, so fascinating, just like you and me and all of us crazy people that enjoy all the different great things about life, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so you also mentioned that you will be in Coco doing a workshop next week, correct?
Yes, I have series of workshops in Playas del Coco next week, and then again in San Jose, and it's just continuing serving for community and sharing the wisdoms.
Thank you, Victoria. Victoria is from Latvia, right?
Latvia,
and,
yes.
That's how many miles away from here? Like really far, 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 far away.
I actually don't know how many kilometers or miles. It's around 12 hours in airplane.
Exactly. So she came all the way from her country of Latvia and decided to stay in Costa Rica with us, which we are so happy, because she has brought a lot of joy to us and a lot of information, and of course our kombucha, which is so good for our systems. And not only is it important to buy it from her, but she's giving you the ancestral secrets of how to make it yourself and drink it at home, correct?
Correct.
Well, thank you, Victoria. I really appreciate it, because at the beginning of the show I said, well, she's become very important because she's now in San Jose and doing another TV show. So she's become famous now. But thank you for taking the time
Thank you so much.
and being with us. I really enjoyed it. And this is not the first time. We're going to do a few more. We will try to do a live, at least to show what it is, how it looks. And then if you could taste it live and streamed, it'd be amazing, because it is good only because you have all these flavors, right? That you can put
all
in
kinds of beautiful infusions. It's an endless joy of experimentation, and it's just the intuition working with these medicines that are available to us.
Exactly. Natural medicine, definitely. Okay, so thank you, Victoria. We'll be seeing you, pretty soon, hopefully next week. Take care.
Yes. Bye.
Okay, and guys, don't go away. We are still here, and we will continue with the last of what we have on our show. Let's see. Let's go to some information. The one about La Cerveceria, which is a nice message that they use. Everything is upside down, but we can turn it around and make it a lot better. Just improve the quality of your life. That's what is important.
Una aclaración a nivel nacional sobre un tema que ha generado mucha conversación. Aquí a mi lado tengo una botella de Imperial, la cerveza de Costa Rica, la cual dicen en redes sociales que tiene un error porque la etiqueta está al revés. Hoy les quiero confirmar algo, no es ningún error. La colocamos así con toda la intención. Imperial refleja lo que vive Costa Rica. Simplemente lo hicimos para hacer alusión a que durante los últimos meses hemos sentido que el mundo se puso de cabeza. Lo positivo es que lo podemos enderezar juntos. Así como somos capaces de darle vuelta a una botella de Imperial para ver el logo de su etiqueta como debe ser, también podemos darle vuelta a lo que estamos viviendo. Por eso hoy más que nunca nos toca reinventarnos y soñar en grande. Somos costarricenses y no es la primera vez que enfrentamos grandes retos juntos. Desde nuestra empresa estamos tomando todas las medidas para ayudar a la reactivación comercial, turística y social de nuestro país en los lugares donde más se necesita nuestro Pura Vida. ese que es único y que nos impulsa como ticos a jalarnos hacia arriba en los momentos difíciles. Solo me queda invitar a cada uno de los costarricenses que me está viendo a ser parte de la solución y a disfrutar lo bueno que nos espera si trabajamos juntos. Pura vida.
It wasn't, I mean, I know it was in Spanish, but if you live here, you should be speaking a little more Spanish. And I will try to really put the captions on that because, but basically what they're saying is that the world has changed, and the world, we feel like the world is upside down. So what the cerveceria did is they started putting their labels on the bottles upside down for the same reason, to say, you know, even though the world is upside down, we can change it because we are Costa Rica, and Costa Ricans, we, because of this, now people want to say, oh, we're not so Pura Vida. Yes, we are. We're still Pura Vida. We still, just like the U.S. with all its good and bad and the craziness and we have in us that nurturing and that wonderful feeling of being unique and special and different, and that is the essence of Pura Vida. If you, the literal translation, pure is pura, and vida is life, so it's pure life. But that doesn't even say exactly what it is. It's we live life, and it's the best that it can be, and that's why everything is pura vida, because that's how we look at life. And these times tend to make us feel down and depressed, and it's normal, but we have to choose. You wake up in the morning and you say, okay, today, am I depressed or am I happy? And then you choose. You want to be depressed, then you be depressed. And, you know, and it's like, do it for 15 minutes, cry a little, and then like snap out of it and come back into the Pura Vida feeling. Because it does exist. I hate that not so Pura Vida term that people are going to have started to you know, market or make famous, because it is Pura Vida, and that's who we are, and that is what Pura Vida TV is. It's the show that really is focused on improving the quality of life of foreigners or tourists or anybody that is not Costa Rican that lives in our country, to really make sure that you understand the Pura Vida concept. Entonces, chicos, creo que ahora sí ya llegamos al final. I didn't mention it, but when we start our show, when we do the timer to like remind you guys to come and watch the show, that is the Latin Trio. The Latin Trio is a group from Coco that we all know, and they've been, you know, they were the guys that we would see at any place that we would go, be it Sea Lounge or a party at Diamante or any social event that would happen in our area. We had the three guys, from the Latin Trio, and these are difficult times, not just for them, but for most of the artists in our town, in our country. So it's important to let them know that we're here still, and that is why I love to promote their videos, because not only are they really fun and great, but they are part of our community, and we love them very much, and we love all of our artists who next week we'll be talking about all the art that is in town that Rich Coast has promoted. And with that, I need to go. I really do. And I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys being here. Wow, we have 50 likes, 45 lovings. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys for being here. I know that some people come in and then they go out, but as the show progresses, I get to see the people that watched it after that. All of you from all over the world. We have people from Europe, we have people from the US, we have people from South America, from Panama, from everywhere. So thank you very much. That's what makes our show special and gives us the time to do this. More likes. Yes. Loving the likes. Thank you very much. And now we do have to go. Thank you so much. Actually, before we go, I'm going to put our little closer, not our closer, the opening of our show. I like it very much because it represents really who we are. and what we do. And I'm looking this way because I'm looking for it. And I know now what's wrong. I don't have my glasses. Here they are. That helps a lot. Here, let's see. So I'm going to put that, and with that, then we will go. That's our official opener. That is, it just says a little bit of who we are, what we do, and the importance of being Pura Vida.